Let's rip this Lord of the Rings superfan cringe trailer a new one! Is it a teaser trailer? Is it a thing? Oh, well, it did get laughed off the internet and it is unlisted. I am MEcha. We're gonna riff these people because they probably deserve it. Now, we did take a look-see at the likes versus dislikes on a 41,000 view video that was uploaded a week ago that I didn't know about because I don't care about the Lord of the Rings show because I know it's gonna suck. Here's the ratio. Oh, 8,000 down on these cringe. This guy has a man bun. And I don't know about the other guy with the beard, but Lord of the Rings people. 8,000. 8,000 down. Here's the thing. Tolkien's dead. Didn't you guys know? I mean, you're not going to be able to, like, get any new Tolkien stuff, are you? At least in my opinion. Because he's dead. I thought, you know, it was over and done with. But no. Apparently, they're going to keep on keeping on until the end of time. Here we go. We're gonna riff this one in real time, sort of.
Every time I was like, okay, take a breath, something new would happen. And it was...
It's Middle-earth, isn't it?
Man buns! Ew! Ew! First off, if you're gonna have a man bun, at least comb your hair. Second off, she's not impressed. Is it a they, them? Who knows?
Another piece, right?
If, like, Sauron is hot, I feel like people would be like, I can fix.
Does the left earring mean you're gay again? Because it used to mean the left earring meant you're straight, the right earring meant you were gay. Did they have the image flipped? Is he a gay gender person? He might be.
Look what he says. Like, if Sauron is hot,
yeah, okay,
I
he is
feel
gay.
like people will be like, I can fix him.
What? Who's trying to? Was that Christopher Lee?
No, Sauron was the big flame glowing eye.
Okay. The Illuminati?
Yeah.
Fix him.
Middle-earth had like a club.
Yo, this tune is bad.
Middle Earth had a club where they had banging tunes. They were banging in the Shire? I mean, to be fair, I'm a huge Blind Guardian fan, so all of my Lord of the Rings knowledge comes from Nightfall and Middle Earth.
Alright.
Banging.
Awestruck, mystified, and starstruck.
Wow.
So this is just a whole bunch of idiot diversity people who are like, we love Lord of the Rings because we're nerds and we're corporate nerds. This is just corporate nerding. This is corporate nerdism. This corporatized nerd stuff is exactly what I didn't like about G4 towards the end. Lord of the Power Rings. Oh, what's their name?
My name's Mr. Isla and I'm so excited.
Mr. Isla, what's your pronouns?
I use she, her pronouns, and I am
Are you canceled because you didn't tell us your pronouns? You're excited, but what are your pronouns? Are you a they, them? Are you a he, him? Are you a she, her?
Because Prime Video's new epic fantasy series, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
I know we've known what the name is for a while. It doesn't make it any less cringe-alicious.
Just dropped with a teaser trailer, and I'm here with the fellow.
And I'm here with a bunch of... Oh, and there's another. There's more. Oh, there's more of them.
Fellowship of Influencers. Chanel, Joel, and Kelsey. How you guys doing?
Very excited after watching that.
Come on.
She's a gay too. Is she a gay too?
Who the hell are these people?
Chanel.
Very interesting.
Chanel. So these are like YouTube corporate approved YouTubers.
To just see everyone else's thoughts and just gather what we all think.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. All right, 3 words to describe The Rings of Power. Teaser trailer. Go.
CGI, bad video game.
Stupid.
Oh, CGI game stupid. That's the 3 words I would use.
Okay, breathtaking. I literally didn't breathe.
Well, to be fair, you might not be smart enough to remember how.
Exhilarating and intriguing.
I didn't notice that
Why does she have mushrooms on her shirt? Is she high?
you weren't breathing.
Yeah,
I was going to call first aid.
It was like I was trying, but every time I was like, okay, take a breath, something new would happen, and it was.
And she like,
Dear God.
Something new would happen.
I've had enough.
Who are these people? Who are these people?
And I was like, are you gonna fall off your chair?
No? What about you?
Oh, I would say like expansive, because
Can we get men on film? You know, Lord of the Rings. Hated it. God.
2 snaps way up.
we're getting this like whole new look into the Second Age on screen.
Fendel! Hey, there's Fendel! Fendel! Look, it's Fendel! I want to play Skyrim now.
Something new would happen and it was
It's gonna be so amazing. I also want to say
Amazing.
representative, because we're getting
Representative, because Fendel lives matter! Yay, Fendel! 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 Fendel!
like more diversity within this series. Like
There
we're
you
seeing
go.
this-
There it is. There it is. There it is.
The diversity, a diverse team.
Much diversity.
You, I want Fendel!
More diversity in this series.
What? Ah!
Seeing the face of a black elf. That's because that's important.
What happened to them all? Was there an ethnic cleansing? Oh, because if you're saying there were black elves before, then something had to have happened to them in the since time. Did their version of Trudeau come in and go and cleanse everybody?
And he's not black. The guy who plays him is Puerto Rican.
Oh, they're racist. They're not the
Ask
same.
them
That's
if
not the
they're
same.
black.
It's not the same thing.
I know firsthand. I grew up around plenty of them.
Yeah, he's from the East Coast. And that's another thing that's wokier than nows, kind of all categorized when they use the Latinx thing, because they think like a Puerto Rican is the same as a Colombian, is the same as somebody from Mexico, is the same. Yeah, these wokier than nows, man.
Elf, we're seeing
Diversity!
this female dwarf, and I'm
Maybe
very
he's
looking forward to like looking at
Afro-Latino.
that.
I'm like, no, Afro-Latin, no, don't, no. Yeah, you're assuming that's how he wants to be identified. Shame on you.
And then I guess like intriguing, because obviously this period of history within the Middle Earth is very
I thought this was a history of a planet that didn't happen.
rife with notions of the plot of like The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, and seeing how the Rings of Power are being forged.
Definitely more than 3 words.
Oh, I don't care about how they're being forged. Wasn't this a plot on Xena when they did the Grendel?
I didn't
And the
watch
Beowulf one, yeah, they did the Beowulf thing with the ring where she had to forge a ring too. Are they just ripping off Beowulf now? Is that what Lord of the Rings was? Was it ripping off Beowulf?
I love it.
Thank you. I'm an over-explainer.
I love it.
I would say
They love everything. Oh, she's one of those. I would say
awestruck, mystified, and starstruck.
I'm awestruck, mystified, and starstruck.
Wow.
very strong words.
That is like the word for the...
So these are all just Britishy nerds, huh? Don't you have some Harry Pottering to do? Don't you have some Doctor Who standing to go for? Is Lord of the Rings still, or is this more of like the Beatle era? I kind of thought Lord of the Rings was gonna fall out of fashion until they brought the movies back. But then again, what the crap do I know? I'm a Star Trek nerd.
for the next teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Or just like
Popping
pop
up
here.
with your name in the byline. So in the teaser trailer, and obviously
Beowulf was an inspiration. So I am right.
Yeah.
I have seen this story before countless times. So why are we watching Lord of the Rings tell the same story over and over again? You're not even telling me a new story. You're just rehashing Beowulf.
a lot of stuff that you probably read about it. We're introduced to the first black elf.
Again, he's not black. He's Puerto Rican.
You made me spit.
Cruz Cordova is from Puerto Rico.
Introduced to the first female dwarf. Now
The first female dwarf.
How bad is it that I'm standing up for ethnic diversity? I'm the one who wants
Hey,
to
well,
get it right.
well, here's the thing. When all they do is bring in diversity just so they can have a giant genocide, I mean, who are the real racists there, right? Because, I mean, God, clearly that's where they're going. Clearly that's the only reason why they would include diversity more now when there was none in the future that was already happening in the past. This is why you don't have prequels, because the world changes, the values change. We don't have Tolkien. He's ripping off Beowulf anyway.
black elf. We're introduced to the first female dwarf. Now diversity, especially on screen, as
Diversity. They said diversity again. I hear a theme. I'm gonna have to do a new diversity supercut, just like I did with my Eternals.
They're incredibly diversity, a diverse team.
Diversity, such inclusion.
Guys, look at the moon.
means a lot to me because growing up I hardly had that, watching TV and watching a lot of films and stuff. I never saw people of my color.
I didn't see people of my color either, except if I was watching vampire movies, but then they didn't look like me anyway. So, fuck you. None of us see quote unquote ourselves on screen because we're not ethnic stereotypes based on the color of our skin. Yeah, racist.
So it's exciting to see that, you know, diversity is being explored in the Rings of Power.
You racist. Another use of the word diversity.
Diversity.
See, this is how they social condition you. They repeat the word over and over and over.
Diversity.
Until they drill it into your head. And stupid. This is how stupid people are really easily hypnotized.
A diverse team.
And really easily manipulated into buying shit they don't need, into, you know, sending stupid women on YouTube money, and all of those things by repeating over and over and over.
Diversity.
You know, the words and conditioning the viewing audience in a subliminal way.
What are your thoughts on the casting decisions then?
I'm very excited for it because Tolkien's work was always about being
Because you're also a racist, and you also think that everybody is the same based on the color of their skin.
inclusive. I mean, we see it through the Fellowship, like a bunch of people from different
Like, oh my god, it's so inclusive. So then fuck you. If it was already inclusive and diverse, then why do you care?
backgrounds coming together in order to face a common enemy, being Sauron.
So it was already diverse because you had elves and dwarves and hobbits and whatever else is in Lord. Oh God, I'm surprised I remember this. I'm surprised I remember this. And you had all those people coming together to destroy the ultimate evil, and so you already had diversity, and you had ways that people could see themselves on screen without specifically stereotyping ethnic diversities as you know. Oh, well, if you're all black, then you all think this way, even if you're from different countries, because these are the same people who the same type of thinking and mentality, and they probably wouldn't do it as much in England. But over here, you have white wokier than thou people who claim that black British people are African American, even though they're not American.
And just seeing the casting decisions, it's really, really exciting to see. It's just gonna mean so much to like me personally, because it's getting that representation in Middle-earth. Young kids
I like making fun of these. These are funsies.
see that on screen, and it's just gonna be really nice for them to be like, oh,
Hey, you can only identify with a black criminal if you're black, because that's the only person you can see yourself as on screen, right? Right?
hey, there's someone that looks just like me.
That's why wokier than thous are so racist.
Being like an elf and a dwarf, and yeah, it just fills me with a lot of hope for like the future of the Rings of Power and seeing like much more diversity being included as well.
It's gonna be inspiring.
Diversity.
Make me wanna shit. That's what it makes me want to say. Now I got bad Prodigy songs running through my head, and I don't know why.
Right for the next generation.
Definitely.
What about you, Chanel?
In the original film series, which I absolutely adored, but there are not many women in it, and
But there's not many women in it. I thought Liv Tyler was in it. I thought Kate Blanchett was in it.
Miranda Otto was in it.
I'm sorry? What do you mean there weren't many women in it? There were women in it. What do you want? What? Like, you want an equal number? Is that what they want? They want, okay, well, for every male character, we have to have a female character, and for every white character, we have to have a black character.
That's what they want.
That's what they want. That's too many characters on screen. Go watch something else if you want to find yourself on screen. You know what? You're never going to see yourself on screen because you're not a goddamn cardboard cutout, cookie cutter stereotype of every other person based on how you look.
three women who are in it never speak to one another. I don't really. So it will be
You got here for the inception of another diversity compilation.
so cool to be able to see more female representation, to maybe see
I'm
them
excited to edit a diversity compilation of these assholes.
Diversity.
actually
More
interact with
female
one another.
representation. Oh my god, you guys are just so goddamn self-absorbed with what's in between your legs and what's your gender and what's your skin color. Can you goddamn grow a person? What's the story about? You know, the gay guy's the only one who seemed to tell me anything about what the story's about. You just want to see your own goddamn self on screen.
They don't care what the story is. They really don't care what the story is.
You know, I don't care what the story is either, and I'm gonna go play Pokemon instead of watch Lord of the Rings. How about that? But at least I can admit it, and I don't have to make up these ways to destroy it, right? This is where it comes from, in my opinion. I think it came from this culture, this no negativity culture, right? We had a lot of people who never were allowed because we overdid it in the 90s. Everything sucked. This sucks, change it. Everything sucked. Everything was lame. Everything was stupid. We were too cool for everything. And everybody got tired of us and my generation and Gen X complaining. So the kids right behind us started saying, I love that. Oh, Air Supply. I love Air Supply. They're amazing. So everything's this sarcastic, loving it ironically shit. And to combat that, the rest of them started to say and find things like that, to find it problematic, to find it racist, because they weren't allowed to say they don't like it. They weren't allowed to say, hey, this kind of sucks. So they went around and they found problematic things. That's sexist. That's racist. We've had no negativity. We're never allowed to complain or say something's bad or we don't like something. We have to say, I'm not a fan of, or, you know, oh, I love that, sarcastically. So you have these people who cannot for the life of them understand when somebody comes along and says, hey, I don't like being forced to rehash a Lord of the Rings that's 25% different just so you can see your narcissistic self on screen at the expense of the story, because they can't comprehend at the expense of the story part. They're so focused on, oh, well, you're clearly a sexist, you're clearly a racist.
I'm very excited to see it.
What about you, Kels?
It just makes me so excited for the next generation because, like, as you said, like, growing up, like, I was still excited about being an elf or a hobbit and joining in with it, even though I wasn't represented, like, even with, like, my disability.
Incredibly diverse.
Your disability?
What's your disability? Are we gonna get a learning disabled elf?
Well, we have learning disabled Spock.
I like science.
Or my queerness wasn't represented. It just makes me so happy. It makes my
Your
heart
queerness? You're a queer learning disabled something.
Diversity.
And these people aren't locked up in institutions out of
They're really
sight.
laying it on thick here, aren't they?
Like, gonna be seeing young people.
All these people.
The Rings of Power is the reason
I hate all these people.
why the four of us are sitting here today.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm not a fan of any of these. I just love these people so much.
we probably wouldn't have if the series wasn't being made.
Like you
Where
said,
is
it
the
was a
Timmy representation? Timmy! You know what would make this with this so much better? Ah, there you go.
true, like, the fellowship.
So from the teaser trailer, what intrigued you the most?
Rings happening or like being formed.
The lore, like Sauron basically like helps forge the rings, and so I think they start making like some initial rings that like don't have much power. So, but
The way you
yeah,
describe it.
Diversity.
I don't care.
See this younger version of her and this.
Younger version of her. I thought you said there weren't any women in there. Oh, because they didn't look like you.
We had our own little Middle-earth experience.
We did.
We did.
Did they have an orgy?
Incredibly diverse.
Did they set them up in an orgy tub to talk about their diversity?
Diversity.
Like, it was such a good time, honestly, and the venue and everything, it just looked the part. It was
Oh, they let all these cosplay kids in. What is this, Caesar's Palace?
incredible, and I think I was so happy to get to share it with you guys, like our own little fellowship.
oh, it was amazing.
I want to go to a castle. Those people, why do they get to go to a castle? Nerd party.
Evening, we're just like
Yeah, I'll be at the metal shows. I don't the nerd parties. Sorry.
dancing like hobbits in like our little blankets.
So they're just gonna eat up anything because these are basically, this is like the gender Star Trek fans. These are the corporate approved. So you guys have your own. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. I feel so sorry for you. You have your own corporate approved nerds who do nothing on YouTube but work for years being Lord of the Rings fans
If
to
Middle-earth
get
had like a
access
club,
to this shit.
that was it. Yeah.
Like if childhood me could see this moment in my life, they would be like,
They would scream.
wow.
Yeah, it is
How
crazy.
you made it to Middle Earth?
Like,
Wow, you lit off a smoke machine and a strobe light. How pyrotechnical of you.
walking through the fire ring, it was so cool, and the cocktails were.
Oh, they went through a ring of smoke and LEDs. How cute.
For like the trailer to play, the music was also playing. It was
These are the current generation of Doctor Who fans. Oh God, yes.
we're very much looking like New York Fashion
We were
Week.
sat in the front row.
Look like New York Fashion Week. Because Lord of the Ring fans and New York Fashion Week are two things I
And
associate.
it's the music that was playing. We were like, oh, we're gonna get a fashion show.
I remember putting out my phone and I was like, yes,
Oh,
Radio Lord of the
they were in
Rings.
Ireland when they showed them this? Okay.
I know you guys are selfie-holics, right? What was the best picture you took of the night?
Selfie holics.
Selfie-holics, because they're self-important, self-entitled, narcissistic assholes. Did I say that already?
My favorite picture I got was actually a picture you tried to
I
take
don't like taking a picture of myself on the thumbnails.
outside the castle. And it
Wait,
looks,
what happened?
It looks so cursed. It looks so cursed. We tried to take it.
That could be anywhere.
I have pictures just like that in front of Excalibur in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Banging two halves of empty coconut together.
I want to hear your fan theories.
I feel like we're gonna see some early ruminations of like the rings of power being forged, because during the Second Age, this is where like Sauron comes in and he's like,
I don't care. So Beowulf, we already saw this. You already said this.
Yo, I'm gonna teach
He's
you.
like, yo,
I'm gonna teach
I'm
you.
gonna make a ring right now.
I'm gonna try to make some rings.
It's cool that there needs to be a reason for the rings to be made, right? So obviously
Yeah,
with the
so
wars
he can
happening,
take
and then
over,
like, oh,
take over Middle Earth. No, that's the reason. You dope. Good God. Oh, it's obvious there's a reason for him making the rings. Yeah.
He liked fashion accessories and jewelry.
Yeah, he was really into jewelry. Bling bling.
He was like our pronoun person this week.
God's sake.
Any relation to our pronoun person this week with all the rings?
What was the reason?
God, how
'Cause he liked-
stupid are you?
He liked shinies.
do you think we're gonna see another side of Sauron?
Yes.
Like maybe he falls in love.
Another side. Is
I
he
need
gonna
a reason.
fall in love? So they're still talking about the eyeball.
Well, yeah, he used to be an actual person until he was killed during the war.
They want a love story. Oh.
A diverse team.
Every villain's a hero in his own
I
story,
think we're
right?
gonna find out more.
People are gonna fall in love with him and be like, I can change him.
We all love
Diversity.
I hate this.
bad boys, don't we?
Do you have any predictions of what's gonna happen in the series when September 2nd drops? Ooh.
I just want to.
Yeah, it's gonna laugh off the internet. We're all gonna make videos, have a good laugh.
I feel like there's gonna be a bit of romance. There's always romance amongst the elves, and it's like, you can't be with him.
Wow.
Why not? He's my ex.
Romances, always.
I saw there's like a human and an elf in like a forbidden romance kind of thing, and like during this period, like
They just want smutty soap opera romance, right?
A diverse team.
Smutty soap opera romance and diversity.
Is right. I need a reason to tell everyone watching why they should watch the teaser trailer.
Is diversity?
Galadriel, like.
if you're a lore buff like me, I think it will be really interesting to see this kind of expansive look at Middle Earth.
Nice, Kels.
If you just have a moment to just be a kid again and be.
Diversity.
I didn't watch this when I was a kid. I was in the 80s, because I'm old.
I'm wondering all.
Oh god, her eyes are fucked up. What is wrong with her?
Maybe I think she might be blind.
Is she blind in one eye?
Maybe.
Maybe. Or she's got two colors of eyes. She's got, this one's like brown, black.
Well, anyway.
Warn somebody.
It again and be in wondering awe. Just take that moment. I think we all need it.
You're transported to another world, and you're just
the
gonna
glass
forget your
eye.
own. For the whole
Oh my god.
time you're gonna watch it.
From that teaser, I have no doubt is going to be epic.
Special thank you to my guests,
So are we gonna have like an eye patch elf then for her?
Diversity.
Yes.
the Fellowship of Influencers, Chanel, Joel, and Kelsey. Thank you for joining me. Let's do this together, right? Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power drops when?
She has one eye.
September 2nd.
Representation. Diversity. It's the diversitiest of all the diversities in diversity.
I had more fun looking at clips of Herman's head last night.
All right, Lord of the Rings. I think my gummy or cookie is kicking in. Finally. I don't care, and I'm not gonna enjoy anything other than ripping it a new one. Don't you go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Such diversity, such inclusion.
Guys, look at the moon.